right now. I just wanted to get a gameplay of me using just my default normal class that I've always used. Here's a little showcase of it. Dual magnums as a secondary and a diamond locust. Or not locust, a tundra. I just want to show the same score streaks I always use. I just don't want to mess with the algorithm too much. I just want to join Nuketown 24/7. I want to talk about what happens because it's every single game I find that it's a problem. I actually had to switch to an AK-74U class. I felt like a douche, and I didn't for having to switch to that gun last game. So I just want to play through one game of Nuketown 24/7, see what happens. Just I don't know. I'll talk through things that happen. Maybe some guy bunny hops all game. Maybe some guy's a good quickscoper, but like I got a average eliminations of 40, average objectives of 1.29, which is not good. I'll admit that. Like I don't usually play go on the flag as a sniper. Usually I'll rush down a flank or something, but I just wanted to get the skill-based matchmaking topic off my chest. I don't reverse boost in this game. I have multiple other people that play on my system with me, which might skew it a little bit. And it does skew a little bit. All ranges of skill levels play on this console with me. And I just want to... That's the only way I could get a good game. Like, this guy's head glitching. Next time I die from him, I want to spectate and just see from his perspective, I guess. But, like, you got people ducking behind cover over here. Are they still there? I don't know. I don't think so. So, I'll move up. Maybe I'll hit a clip or something. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, no. Okay, so, right now, let's see. Getting like 2 bursts with an AUG. Teammate dies right after. That's not too bad, though. That's not too bad. He's just coming over to the spawn. I get that. Oh, I got a kill. Nope. Oh, same guy with the AUG. The AUG is disgustingly overpowered. Same with the M16. They need to patch that, I think. I haven't seen an MP5 yet. Or a Gallo. I think my teammate's the one with the Gallo, but still, it's disgusting. I just wanted to showcase what these games are like for me. You guys, no matter what, there's always a guy on a choke point. Like those 2 guys were on like the edge of the bus. I got a lucky flank around them through the middle of the map because I don't even know how I did that. But you got guys alternating through here all game on the head glitch. Okay, so napalm comes in, sure, whatever. It's kind of a weird placement for it. Okay, that was kind of a lucky kill. So now, oh no, there's a guy behind me that I didn't see the whole time. KSP, actually, I don't mind that gun. I don't mind getting killed by that gun. It takes a lot of skill to use. Okay, we're on halftime. We'll watch the played game. So I'm 6-7 right now, which is way below what I usually would have sniping on Nuketown in any other game. So you get Snotface 4 coming with the KSP. I'll give it to him. It's a good gun to get good with. It's not one of the standard sweaty guns. I'll give Alright, let's see what happens at the start here. We got 34-12 on their team. We got our top players 18-18. If there's one thing I can argue about right now in this game, we're getting shellacked. Their team is incredibly more stacked than ours. Just right off the get-go. That's what I'm noticing right now. That shot was very delayed. Jumping around the corner with a bullfrog. Let's see. I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but that's some cracked stuff right there. That's like the best possible thing that anybody of any skill level could have done on that play. pre-jumping and sliding the corner with a submachine gun. Okay, so then, oh, I felt like I was a bit behind the cover there, but I lagged on my screen, and there's always guys camping in our end. And then Snot base 4 again. He's in our zone. Our team's looking into the wall. Oh, 3 guys run past a flag. That's something you see every game on kill streaks. And Snotface, he's probably the only person in this lobby I think would deserve a kill streak at the moment. He's the only one that's doing that good, I think, but a counter spy plane. And that's not too bad either, but like, let's see, where are these guys? They're not pushing yet. There they go. They're laying down behind the pole. It's Nuketown. You don't usually see this kind of play on Nuketown. This doesn't feel good. Look at this. This is... You can't predict this. My team's just getting shellacked. I'm trying to use a sniper. I can't compete with bullfrogs in my own window when I'm trying to snipe. I can't compete with the bullfrog. The bullfrog is just one of the guns I cannot compete with when I'm sniping. But I'm gonna keep sniping for the sake of this video. Oh, he sucks. I killed Snotface finally at point blank range, mind you, as he slid under me. Okay, guy on the head glitch, he's ducking down behind a bus. My teammate's not killing that guy in front of me. Okay, let's watch this one. Yeah, teammate can't get the kill, and I get sprayed down by the KSP. That's how this game's going for me most of the game. I'm 10 and 16 right now. So, I'm getting one burst to the face with an AUG. Because there's nothing that I can do to predict that. I can't do anything about that. You don't see this kind of gameplay from your average player. You don't see this kind of shitty stuff. Sitting behind cover with the AK-740. Try to nade it. No, nothing. No, not there anymore. Everybody on their team is rotating out very well. Everybody on their team's camping in one spot or another, pinning us down. Now, I'll just do a check-in here. 10 and 19, that's me. I am in the shitter of this game. We got a 10 and 11. 27 and 27. There's the big jump right there. Then you got 27 and 19. He's doing good. 21 and 20. And then 28 and 30 is our best player. And I got this. Okay. But let's look at their team. Their worst players, 22 and 25. That's still okay. 22 and 20. 19 and 13. There's the first like big positive gap. A 41 and 20, which is better than, that's 10 kills better. 11 kills actually better than every other player on the team, with less deaths than everybody -1, and that is their third best player. You get 38 and 15. That's an even better ratio, I think. And then the top player, 62 and 22, with 3 objectives. And I had 1 less objective than him. He had 2 objective kills, and he probably captured his home flag. He probably ran through C flag. So, we obviously got wrecked. This is a team. My team is, every single one of us is level 100 already. They aren't. Like, the levels don't matter in this game. It's all based on your performance and your skill. And when I do good with a sniper, or I try to have fun on Nuketown and just shoot the shit, you see this bar graph here. I had 1 good game all day where I just, let's see, how many, I had 16 objectives. I had like a 3.67 KD, 77 kills. I had 1 good game all day. You see the 1 big bar on every graph here. And then it's painful. My average is apparently of 48.98 score per minute. Actually, wait, I'm already out of the lobby. I didn't want to join out of the lobby. Go back to the after hours report here. So, my average, 48.9, or no, 489.8, should say. That's not bad. Maybe I got a kill streak there and then. But, you can see, it's such a big gap. Okay, so there's obviously the 1601 score per minute, which is just disgustingly good. Like, that's just something crazy. One good game all day. Because you see before it, the 6 matches before it, I was plateauing at a 503. That's it. That's not good. Every 15 seconds I'd get a kill. That's not good for a small map like Nuketown, especially in domination. So I get the 1601. Probably boosts my average really, really high. There's only 3 other games out of the 6, 7, 8, 9, out of the 9. 3 out of the other 9 games, that's a third of the games, are above the average. Only 3. 3 out of 9. The rest are incredibly below by at least 100. Except for one of them is in the 400s. Every other game. Every single other game. And then you look at the score. Yeah, obviously, same thing. My average score got plateaued a lot by my, almost 17,000 score that one game because I went on one good kill streak. I got 13 kill streak with the sniper that one game. And I get that big of a score. I dropped 77 kills. I did good. But it's only because I was in the shitter the entire 10 games before that. I wasn't doing good. That was over triple. Actually, almost over 4 times any other thing that I had. Any other game I had, aside from the 5-4-45, that is over triple my average score. So that bar there is 2 out of 10 games that are at or above the average, and the other 8 are just me getting dookied on. I played for 90% of that match, and I got an 830. That's it. That's it. I had 11 kills. It wasn't good by any stretch of the word. I had a bad game. It was bad. They were all sweating with bullfrogs and AK-74Us, and I didn't see any Gallows or MP5s at least, but there was that one guy that looked like he had a bunch of G Fuel and used the KSP. And it's all that. It's all assault rifles, even the Krig or the XM4, AK, QBZ. I haven't seen the FFAR a lot, but it's not fun. You have one good game where you get 16 objectives, you play the objective modes, and it just crashes. It crashes down back to a 3.
Do you have cards?
I do not. So basically what happens is then your average goes up higher. My average was at 4.1 in the last 10 games. 4.1 objectives. Now, of that, there is half of those games, half of all of the games in the last 10, have 2 or 1 objective. 2 or 1. That's less than half. That's half to a quarter of the average. And I had 1 game that was way more than the average, obviously. It sways it a lot. You have 1 good game like that. And average damage. Damage is a weird one. I don't like to calculate damage, but damage for that game was obviously really high because of I was sniping. It's a one-shot kill, it just adds on. My KD, it's that was my worst KD out of the last 10. That was me playing just with the sniper and the magnums. I got a .55. So when I'm at my best, I believe that 77 kill game where I got 77 and 12, I think it was. That's the best I'm doing. That's good. It is good. that's usually what I do in Black Ops 4 as well. So I got a 3.67. Everything else, like there's a 2.0 over there. But like you see, I only had 2 objectives. I had 414 score per minute. I probably camped on that game. That looks like a camping game. Everything else is just like 1.6, 1.1, 0.91 was the worst, and then a 0.97. Right before the big plateau was a 0.97. And as soon as I went below that line, and you even look at it on the far left, on the 0.91, it skyrocketed up to a 2.0. And then it's a drastic, like a small little staircase down. I go from a 2.0 to a 1.68. It's a considerable difference. And then a little bit more of a gap to a 1.63. And then it was like, oh, that's better than average for what he's doing. And then, boom, there's the crash. 1.12. And that is the biggest gap. Aside from like the 3.6 to the 1.65, but that's different. That's just like, I'm not gonna have 2 god tier games in a row like that. And then you get the 1.35. That's a bare average probably. That's probably what my average is total, to be honest. And then it's like, oh no, we're gonna give you one bad game, like really bad, 0.97. And then after that, it's like, oh, you're obviously worse than the bracket we put you in. And it puts me in against the noobs. It puts me in against the players that just barely know how to aim and shoot and move at the same time. And I get the 3.67 with the Tundra. That's not easy to do. It's actually, like, really impressive that I even did that. I have clips of that game. I hit, like, a Fury kill. I got out of their zone and I instantly hit a 5 multi immediately after. Like, it wasn't hard to do. I wasn't camping. I was rushing spawns like normal Call of Duty players do. So then you go to eliminations. There's a 77, and then that 11 was the lowest because I believe the skill-based matchmaking really swayed towards that 77. Instantly cuts my thing back by like over 50% to a 33. And then instantly cuts it back again by another like 60% off of the 33. And now, if I join another game, we'll just see what happens from this game. This is the last game before I'll end this short little stream here. But like, I just wanted to get this off my chest. It's a very, very easy algorithm to spot with skill-based matchmaking. I don't know why they do it. They want to keep like the bad players sheltered, almost sheltered away from the good players. They don't want good players to be in the same lobby as bad players, or even average players for that matter. They just want the same skill level. Nobody's getting whooped. Nobody's doing anything. But the thing is, when you do good, it mistakes you for a higher skill. When you have like a game where you're just on point. Maybe you get like 1 or 2 games like that every night in normal Call of Duties. But you get one like that in this game. And then the rest of your night is spent trying desperately to climb back up to that 77 kills. It's useless. You can't. You're not going to. The game doesn't let you do that all day, every day. It just puts you into the lobby, and you get what you get. Now, we got smoked last game, so I'm gonna guess that we would win this game. Oh boy, that was my aim bad, but pre-aim corners, that was a weird grenade. Okay, I'm not gonna count that. That was a weird one. That was a weird kill on their part. I didn't really deserve to get a kill there, so, but like, oh, I don't know where that grenade went. I feel like I probably at least should have exploded the car. So I'll climb over. Flashbang. Oh, nope. Oh, that was a hit mark to the shoulder. That hurts. So, we got XM4. The reflex sight. He's probably trying to get gold for it, though. I can respect someone trying to get gold for the guns. I get it. I get it. The cover kill's kind of shitty, though. So, oh, sliding around the corner. We got Nice Turks. Great name. Magnums are overpowered, by the way, in case you guys didn't see. This is my fallback weapon for every situation, pretty much. Like, I was just murking kids from across the map, and they're basically a second sniper for me, so... If I use them, I barely want to count those as the kills. I'm trying to get sniper kills. That's what I'm trying to do. So, you get to here. It's a good spot to be, too. Oh, a flash. I'm surprised I didn't die there, but... Oh, there it is. Hashimshire. Just aim walking the whole building. Until he gets to the end and sees me and lasers me. So then... Oh. Turks. Let's see. QBZ. Aiming the corner. Just... It's the same thing every game. Oh! SRE Malos. XM4 downrange looking into the spawn. There's nothing I could do against it. It's just... They're hitting their shots. I'm not hitting mine. And... Oh, it's just annoying constantly trying to sweat my way to the top when I know the game's just deciding who I play against anyway. I'm playing against a 13-4. My team, once again, is barely going positive. Most of them are barely going positive, or like going way negative, like 3-10. I'm going 6-7. I'm like almost breaking even for the second game in a row. Like that, at least the first half of it. But it's just a constant losing battle. Like, you know you're better than you're playing. The stats in this game do not matter at all. In fact, I don't see the point in going for the win anymore. Or even going for a good game. If you're playing average, what's stopping you from just tanking? Just tanking, maybe walking straight into some enemy gunfire. You know, like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. Just like purposely dying over and over again. There's nothing stopping you. Like, actually, wait, watch. Like, if I do that the rest of the game, if I just walk into them the rest of the game, they'll put me against a bunch of nerds. I guarantee it. They'll put me against a bunch of kids that don't know how to play the game because it thinks that I don't know how to play the game. And when you have such a flawed system like this in what's supposed to be a casual game, because they don't have a ranked system in place. They don't have this. Call of Duty's always just been a casual shooter. And when you have this kind of game being played this sweatily and being played this competitively, it could be good. This system could be good. What most games do, and what most successful games do, is they separate it with a ranked mode and a casual mode. If you want to play against people your own skill, you don't want to get dummied around by the best player in the world every game, you play in your ranked mode, you play against people of your skill. You want to play the objective, you want to have teams that are like your skill level, you want to play a very close match, go into a ranked mode. And ranked modes don't usually differ from the mainstream, like, average. It'll usually be like, if it's like a game of Rocket League, it'll be like a 1-goal game or a 2-goal game. If it's a game of like Rainbow Six, it'll be like a 1-round or 2-round game. If it's a game of Call of Duty, like, it'll be like within a few points, or like within like 10-12 objectives, you know? Or like within like maybe 10 score on domination, or a few rounds of search. But you could also be like, oh, I'm not feeling competitive today, I'm feeling a bit off, I had like a long day, maybe I just want to play some casual, I'll just play whoever I play. Whoever I get, I'll play against. I'm just gonna lay back in my chair, like half looking at my phone, listening to YouTube, and you go to sit down and play, and oh, maybe I'll just try to get some camos for my gun. Maybe I'll try to get camos for. Oh, let's see here. Oh, I'll try to get camos for my oh, let's see here. Like my Krig. I'm gonna try to get camos for my Krig. You sit down, and you're playing with the Krig, and you're just getting duked on by what the game thinks your skill level is every game, and it gets repetitive. You tend to know where people go after a while, but then my argument is this playstyle, this game style, doesn't have a reason for you to get better. Like, okay, in a ranked mode, in like ranked games, I'll keep using Rocket League and Rainbow Six as examples. You have like a badge or a rank or an icon that shows you how good you are. It shows you that. Call of Duty's never needed that before because they have your kill death ratio and your win loss ratio and other stats like that. They have that in place because you're playing against the average population on a normal game. In a normal game, you're playing against an average person or an average team. You might be the odd one out on the winning side or the losing side. It's pretty accurate as to how your skill is in most games. Like, take Black Ops 2, for example. You go into Black Ops 2, you look at your KD. If you have like a .8 KD, you know you're sucking at the game. You don't even get a kill per life. You're not that good. If you have like a 1 KD, you're average. Like a 1.1, you're average. Like, you're getting there. And you see these other guys that have like the 1.5s, the 2s, the 2.5s. You see YouTubers that have like a 3 KD or something. And you're like, oh, I want to be like them. I want to be able to strive and hit that marker. So that was a really good setup before. You have people looking up YouTube videos on how to get good, looking up YouTubers that are good, having good gameplays, good like channels, etc., etc. But now you have whatever this is, and I'm just kind of going off here now. Holy shit! Holy shit! Was that a quad feed? I don't even know, but that was crazy. Just in the middle of a random rant. So you get something like that maybe once a game. That's not bad. But then you also get this like a few times a game. Anyways, you go into Black Ops 2. You try to get your KD up to a 2.0 because that's what your clan requires. You're trying to join a new clan. They're like, hey, you need to have a 2.0 KD to join this clan. Like, come back when you have a bigger KD, I guess. It's not bad. You could get better. You can get better and you can work towards getting a bigger KD. That's not a problem. I get that. I get the KD aspect of the game. Looking at your KD to see how good you are. That's a very good thing. I like that. But then you have this game. And you look at the KD on like especially an app called COD Tracker. You look at the KD on COD Tracker and it actually keeps track of all your like percentiles and stuff like that and how good you are compared to other people. And the other day I was actually watching another YouTuber, I forget who it was, it might have been Nero or something. And they were talking about how their 1.7 something KD was the top like 9% in the entire world. And in a game in which like a mid 1 to 2 is average on like a normal player's account, if you try hard with regular weapons, you'll get like a 2 KD. Maybe. If you're good. You'll get like a 1.5 if you're average. You'll get a 1 if you need some work, you know? It's pretty like diverse. On this game, you have like a 1.1-ish if you're average. You have like maybe like a 1.2 or a 1.3 if you're trying to go for something like dark matter, especially. That's for another video. I'll rant on that. And then you have like the 1.5s. The 1.5s are the ones that know they're good. They know they're good. They're good at the game. But they get placed in these lobbies. They get placed in these lobbies, and a 1.5 in this game can easily be like a 2 or 2.5 in a normal Call of Duty game, like Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 2 or something like that, or like a Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2 style game, you know? Any one of like the old good games has that kind of placement. And this game is a lot more tightly packed. They're putting the same skilled players against each other, and my worst argument for this is the pros. They're taking away from the pro scene of Call of Duty. I went 39 and 34 this game. I barely broke even. I got a lot of kills, so I had fun. This is a pretty fun match. This is better than the last one, which I kind of expect. I also expect Feed would win because we lost last match. And this was my feed, actually. I just want to see it again because this was a long feed. I think I was a perfectionist, actually. All 6 shots hit, and then I domed the last guy. But in this game, you got a pro like Scump. Scump is what I consider to be probably the best player in Call of Duty. You'll think, oh, who's the best player in Call of Duty? First name that comes to mind, probably Scump. Or like someone from Optic or something like that, or FaZe, I don't know. Like FaZe is mostly for sniping though. But you think of that as the best player in the game. And on a game where like you'd think Scump would probably have like a 4 or a 3.5 maybe around there. He'd maybe have like a 3.5 or a 4 kill death ratio. Maybe. In like Black Ops 2. Or Black Ops 3 or something like that. One of those games where you know they're good at it and they play pubs and they play like the casual modes. They'd get that. They would get that good like high KD that everyone is striving to get. But in this game, Scump has like barely over a 2 KD. And I just want you to think about this for a second. The best player, the most notable at least, the most notable good pro player in this game has barely over a 2 kills per 1 death ratio, which would be considered like enough to get into like an okay clan back in the old days. When you have 99.8% of your player base underneath a 2.0 kill death ratio, and you have that like 0.002% of your players above a 2 kill death ratio, legitimately, may I add, legitimately. Actually, I want to check the leaderboards now just so I can see. So, leaderboards, multiplayer. Is there way I can... Oh, wins. No, not wins. Eliminations, maybe? So, I have a 1.23. Let's look through my list. Let's look through my list and see what everybody has. You go, in core, I got a 1.23. The next is a level 100. He's got 1.06. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Now I figured out how to get it. So, whoops. So I got a 1.23 ratio. My highest kill streak was a 24. That's huge. That's the biggest on like at least this friend list that I see. Eliminations per game, my average is 21, which is also the second highest out of anybody on my friends list. And look at all the level 100s he got there. You got the level 100s, you got the prestige 2s, the prestige 3s, and a 21 average kill per game. And that includes assists, by the way. When you have all these people, with like a 13, a 14, like a 16s and 19s. If you have over 20 kills per game, that's you're best. You're the best player in the world. There you go. I have a 1.23 KD. Kill streak is 24. That's the best in my friends list. That's really good. You go to the next one down. 1.06 killed death ratio. That's like bare minimum. This is a level 100 player we're talking about here. They have had a 17 kill streak in this game. They're obviously good. Their average kills per game is 19 in core. So they have a 1.06 kill death ratio. That's including assists as kills. Anytime you flashbang somebody, anytime you maybe like hit them with a grenade, etc., etc. So, okay, you go down more. 1.31. There we go. That kill death ratio, that's better. That's better than me. But, and here's where it sticks out. Their highest ever kill streak is 11. Now, I'm not the best at like quick math like this, but my highest kill streak in this game is over double that. Double and then plus 2 more kills. That's a lot. That's a lot more. But they also have like a lot less eliminations, a lot less deaths. They're at level 85. I have almost 4 times as many kills. I have 5 times as many deaths, which is yikes. But I just want to see here, like, why are these kids, and here's another one, 1.23, that's the same as mine. He has had, his highest kill streak is 14. It's not the worst, like, that's obviously, like, impressive to get. But, I don't understand. I don't understand how this can be such, like, a drastic change from old Call of Duties. You have the kill death ratios, you've obviously seen on this, none of them matter. Not one of these matters in any way. I mean, maybe this one here. You got a 1.63. It didn't stand out to me. I just barely looked at it. And they have like 2.6 thousand kills in core. That's it. And they're level 100. I think they obviously go in hardcore. So, looking at all this, highest kill streak I see is a 32. That's insane. But they have a 0.69 kill death ratio, man. That's not okay. For you to have had a highest kill streak of 32, that's more than a nuke. This guy's gotten a nuke. And 2 more kills. He is obviously good at this game. He has a 0.69 KD. That's the worst on my entire list except like this guy, but yikes, that's level 40. We're talking about a level 60. He's prestiged. He's got a nuke. And yet he has a 0.69 KD. Like every 10 deaths, he gets not even 7 kills. Or assists. So, I don't see anything else big down here. It's just normal. You go to hardcore. Let's see. Eliminations. Oh, it doesn't even show the kill death ratio. Sweet. I actually wanted to look at this, but there's no real other thing I could look at here. I'm global ranked really way bad on multiplayer. Or not on multiplayer. On multiplayer, I am ranked 8,363rd in the world. There are 8,362 players that are ranked higher than me in multiplayer. That's it. That's not a lot of people. So, when you get put against... And how many people have downloaded this game? Let's throw a number out there. How many people have downloaded this game? A few million. More than that. I mean, Modern Warfare last year got over 100 million in the first week, which is a record-breaking number. Cold War, if you put that into Cold War, 100 million. Let me whip out my calculator here for a second. Let me see what I'm looking at here. I'm gonna do this during the stream because I actually want to think of this. So you do 8,363 divided by let's just say a million for who cares? Let's just say a million. I am in the top 0.008% of the entire population that plays this game. And now, while I'm on my phone, I guess I could look up the actual number for who even cares, right? How many people downloaded Cold War? I can look that up. That's something I can actually look up. Let's see. Well, it doesn't actually show the regular number. Cold War number of sales, maybe. Okay, It's not showing it. It's not showing how many Cold War sales there are. Blah, 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 blah. Last Friday the 13th saw actually last Call of Duty Cold War. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about when they released it. I want to know how many people have downloaded this game. So, last year, there was 100 million in the first week. So, this is a few months in. Let's just say that there's half as many people in, like, 10 times as many, like, time. Well, let's just say that. So, let's do the math on that. Let's just say there's 50 million players on this game. That's a pretty fair number, I think. That's a pretty fair number. So you take my number, 8363, divided by 50,000,000. Now you got me in the top 1/10,000th of people. For every one of me, there is 9,999 people that are worse. For every one of me. I am in the top 1/10,000th percentile in multiplayer in this game as it stands right now. And I'm still going double negative on Nuketown because of how strong the skill-based matchmaking is in this game. If that's not a reason for this system to change in any way, or for Activision to say, hey, like, we're screwing over our player base here, man. And if you look back at Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, look at those games that I grinded out and I did good at. I would have, like, a 2.0 KD. Even after going for Dark Matter, all the bad guns, I'd still have a reasonable KD like that. Like a 2 point something. And in this game, that's not the case. It's like a 1.23. 1.23. That's it. So, you go into the game, you're going to try and do good. You're a good player. And you're constantly playing against other players at that skill level. It takes a toll. When you're playing ranked games for a long period of time, it gets sweaty after a while. It gets way sweaty. It gets unfun. It doesn't get fun when you play fully competitive games every day of your life like this. It's not fun playing against the top 1/10,000th of people in the world. It isn't fun. This game is not fun. Like, the base game is amazing. The base game is incredibly amazing. And I love what they did with this game. It looks like a completely good, like, sequel, trequel, quadruple, whatever the heck it is in the franchise. It's like the 6th Black Ops style game in Call of Duty history. And it follows suit. It's one of the better ones, multiplayer-wise, if you take out the matchmaking. So, I've over a week played in this game. 4 and like 3/4 of that time was playing multiplayer. I have almost 5 full days of multiplayer played in this game. I've hit quad feeds with every single gun in the game. I have a montage made of it on my channel, and my best gun, ironically, is the MP5, which it kind of sucks, but that's only because I was trying to get gold for it. I got gold for it before it got patched. That's the only reason why. I have not used it since. My brother might use it. My stepdad might use it. I don't use the MP5 that much. You go down to the Tundra. So, I have max level. I have a gold. I have a diamond. Now you go down the XM4. I got a gold. Another OP weapons. You look at like the top like 5 or 6 weapons. It looks bad. It looks like I'm just another one of those sweaty guys that plays this game. But you got the MP5. I got a gold, which is a mistake off the bat because that skewed the skill-based matchmaking so hard out of my favor right away. And then I got the Tundra gold. I have the XM4 gold. I have the M16, not quite gold. And then the Milano. That's the first gun that's like not really that good, you know? It's like there, it's decent. It's not one of the meta weapons. So then You go down to the AK-47, and then that it starts to plummet after that. You get the Pellington. That's just because I got gold for it. M79. This is when it was before it was patched in hardcore. I have a 1.52 kill death ratio with it, which is hilarious. And then you do know I'm streaming, right? Like, I wasn't just ranting to you. I'm ranting to the stream. You're like, yeah. I don't think you know what it means. But, like, yeah. Yeah. It's like 45 minutes long right now. You can see up at the top left there. It's 46-ish minutes long. So, M82. That's another gun I got gold with. I have a 1.32 KD with the Barrett. And the Barrett's pre-patch. They have not actually released the good patch with the Barrett yet. So, I have a 0.09 better kill death ratio with the Barrett than I do with an average amount of guns. The MP5 is my average KD. That is almost exactly my average KD by like very, very little amount above. They have the Tundra, same thing. I use it a lot. It focuses around that kill death ratio. I didn't focus on the XM4 a lot though. The XM4 was something I used at the start in the very beginning, and then I didn't use it for a while, and then I got good attachments for it, and I just got gold for it, and that was it. And I got a 1.45, and that's the best one so far. Go down, M16 is a 0.8, which is fun. That's the M16 though, like meta weapon, and it's weird to me that arguably the best weapon in the game, I have so far the worst KD with. And that's sort of what it's like. You use a random weapon like this, like the Milano, you play for a game, and it recalibrates towards other people that are like, oh, use a Milano, okay. Like, we'll put you against people that aren't playing with the Milano, I guess. I usually use that in hardcore, though. And then AK, sort of a meta weapon, 1.05. Pellington, not like the meta sniper. The Tundra is obviously the best. Pellington, 1.3. That's better than average. China Lake, this was me playing, I believe, in hardcore most of the time. And then this is also when I was reverse boosting a little bit too. I was killing myself with the M79. This counts against my KD with it. And I still have a 1.5 KD. A 1.32. And with the Krig, another non-meta weapon, 1.5. 1911, somehow, 1.38. Better than normal. DMR, not a weapon. Not a meta weapon. 1.39. You got the M60. I use this a lot, trying to do the quad feed with it, which is why the KD is very bad with it. This is definitely not a meta weapon. This is not good for anything. You got the Hauer, 1.3. Hauer's a meta weapon, I'd say. It's pretty overpowered. You got the AUG, definitely a meta weapon. 1.5. This is the first like meta weapon that I've had a significant increase in my KD with. But it's only because the AUG is really, really powerful. It's underrated. The Type 63 is not better than the AUG. But I have 10% better accuracy with it. And I have a 0.09 better KD with it. Because I believe the Skellius matchmaking. And you got the Magnums, which are very effective. They're very, very effective in core, especially. And you use them dual wield. So, yeah, 1.08 because it sucks in hardcore and in normal modes. You got the AK-740. This is arguably the most sweaty gun in the game right now, as it stands. Aside from like the AUG and the M16 and the MP5 and all that. This is very underrated as like a bad weapon like this. I don't have a single kill above 60 meters with it. I have 3% of my kills above 40 meters. Everything before that, just crazy. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, YouTube.
Yeah, that's my stepbrother saying hi to YouTube. So then, I got 1.10 with the AK-74U, which is not a bad gun. It's one of the better guns in the game. One of the better statistical guns in the game. And it does that. And the FFAR, I hate the FFAR. It's one of my least favorite guns in the entire game. I mean, I hate getting gold for it. In zombies especially, too. Because it sucks. I got 1.37. That's incredibly higher. Then you got 1.11 with the RPD, obviously. Gallo? 1.4. 1.44. That's good. And the knife, I have a 1.18, but like, whatever. Engagement ranges are tracked in melee weapons. Well, duh. Okay, so I've hit 2 quad feeds with the knife. Actually, I hit 1. My brother hit the other. Then you got the QBZ. This weapon isn't good. It's not in the meta. People just use it to level it up, I guess, and to get gold. 1.5. This is way above average. Let's see what my best one is. The Bullfrog. Now, this one pisses me off because I used it in hardcore. Almost solely hardcore. That's the only reason I did this good with it. I got a 1.7. That's the best one I have. Diamante? Blah. Nothing else is that good. Bullfrog was my best weapon. 1.7 KD. And I consider myself to be, like, a very, very good player. I am a good player in Call of Duty. I'm very good. And, okay, you see, like, the weird circle there with my KD around it. It has that there because I believe that is like the average. That might be the average. It might be like the middle of the circle, like that, is a 1 KD. And then you rotate it around a second time, that's a 2.0 KD. So you look at this. Or maybe it's just overall out of anybody with it or something. But yeah, because this doesn't make sense. But there's like dramatic increases and decreases with the weapons. And all the weapons except for the launchers I have above average with, and the Diamante. I'm way above average. And it's just, it hurts knowing that we just aren't cared about. Like, the competitive player base in this game isn't cared about anymore. They strayed away from it. Pros are gonna start to quit if skill-based matchmaking isn't fixed. I'm going to start to quit on multiplayer if skill-based matchmaking is fixed, because I'm not enjoying the current state of the game. Most of this game is very good. Most of it is very good. I like the way that most of the maps actually play. I don't mind playing a sweaty match, maybe like one in every like 4. One in every 4 or 5 matches. I don't mind sweating my buns off to try and get the win or get a few kills. But when my only reward for getting a win or getting a good KD in a game is to be slaughtered for the next 3 to 4 hours of gameplay, then what's the point? And I'm just going to leave it at that. If you can answer that question, I've heard this said before by the Codfather, whatever the hell his name is, but if you can answer this question, I'll back off about it. But what's the point in going for the win or going for an extra kill or 2 in this game? It doesn't benefit you in any way. In fact, if I joined into a match right now and ran into enemy gunfire over and over and over again, maybe I'll get 1 kill. I'll get 1 kill just to trick it a little bit. Go 1 kill and I'll try and get like 40 deaths. And I'm gonna see how drastic that changes. I want to see how high that bar graph can go up after I tank for like 9 games straight. I'm going to get into that protected bracket, and I'm going to grind out the camos, because that's the easy way to do it. It's easy mode. It's so exploitable. And it's so, like, it doesn't work. There's nothing protecting players. It protects them from the average player, sure. But the good players, the YouTubers, the professional players that make money off of this game for gameplays and stuff, they're all reverse boosting. And honestly, I'm going to start doing it too, just to make a statement towards this game. I'm not buying the Battle Pass, I'm boycotting that. I'm not buying a damn cent out of this game anymore. This company hasn't earned my money. This company has not earned my money this year. Or last year. Modern Warfare did a lot of good things. Skill-based matchmaking is going to kill this franchise. It's going to kill the competitive scene. It's going to kill your, like, hardcore, lifetime Call of Duty fan. Like me. Like people that have been playing for almost a decade. It's going to kill players like that. It does not benefit those players at all. It just throws them out as if they weren't there to begin with. and they're just going on to a new generation now. What Call of Duty used to be to me is I'd go up into a match on Black Ops 2, the first game that I played, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to get better than my brother at it. That's what I started with. That's how I started this game. I wanted to get better than my brother. I wanted to get a good KD to show off to my buddies. I wanted to get diamond for the snipers and the assault rifles. I wanted to get all these challenges done. I wanted to get a gun game win streak going. Stuff like that. Fun things. I wanted to just play gun game. Maybe I'd want to get a kill chain. Oh, man. And when I hit my first quad feed, I think it was playing with like a few buddies that I met online. I played with a few buddies I met online. I was playing Search and Destroy on drone, and all 5 of them sat at the back of their spawn in drone, and I just managed to get behind them. And that is the most fun I remember having on Call of Duty, was when you can go up into a game, and every now and then you get against the players that don't play very well. The players that are just playing to have fun. It's fun to have a lot of different skill sets in your games. If there's one thing I would want skill-based matchmaking for, it's for team balancing. And that's it. Pick 12 random people into your lobby. Best player on one team, second best player on the other. Third and fourth get split up again. Fifth and sixth, and so on and so forth. And that would be a good use of this system. Not what it's currently doing. What it's currently doing, and you saw the lag that I was getting on the earlier games. And that's not good. Like, we have good internet here. The internet here is very good. It's good enough for me to stream Call of Duty for almost an hour at this point, and still play good. It's good enough. But when the matchmaking isn't connection based, when it's solely based on, oh, you have to play against the top 10,000th of people in the world, and you're gonna like it because that's the only thing you're allowed to do. Because reverse boosting is a punishable offense in this game. You could actually get reported for it. Like, I believe so, at least. I believe, like, boosting or reverse boosting, that could be reported. It's an exploitation. I believe it could be reported, but I'm gonna do it. They're not gonna stop me. I'm making a second account. I'll just make a second account and start dookie on kids for gameplays. And that's all I'll do. That's all that a lot of the YouTubers do. A lot of the YouTubers are like, they're less skilled than me, with hundreds of thousands of viewers, and all they do is they get their second system, they join a game with it on their shitter account, their bottom feeder KD with like a .13, they join a game, and then they join into that lobby as their main account, they back out as the bad account, and then boom, they're in a lobby with a bunch of kids that don't even have thumbs. They don't have thumbs. They're like just learning to talk. Like, if their dad's just like, okay, I got you Call of Duty for Christmas, buddy. Like, have fun. It's those kind of kids that are getting nuked on. It's not the average player that's getting nuked on. The average player is probably having a tremendous time right now because they like to just suit up into a game and do whatever for like 10 minutes and then F off. That's what the average player does. They play for a few games and get off. The hardcore player, they try to play for a while. And they go up and down, and they have to be pinpoint perfect on almost every corner to be able to play this game competitively. And you can't play that for days and hours and even games on end. You can't do it. It's just not sustainable. This game will die out fast if it doesn't change. But that's going to do it for this video. I had to rant it out. I had to get the skill-based matchmaking rant out there. I know nobody watches the video like this. Nobody cares about the stats of my weapons and the KDs I get. But I just wanted to get it out there that this system is completely unfair towards the hardcore player base. It's unfair towards the people that are trying to protect from it. And the only people that benefit from it is Activision and Treyarch and all those big companies that make the games because they get more microtransactions, they get more everything like that. And my last dagger for this is that I would rather have supply drops back in Call of Duty with weapons behind them than to have skill-based matchmaking. They're two very slimy business tactics that Call of Duty's put in place in the last 5 years, but I would rather have the supply drop system than whatever franchise store battle pass crap that we have now. And if we just took skill-based matchmaking out, Black Ops 3 was pay to win as hell. They had some of the best guns in the game in the crates. They had the Shadow Claws. They had the 4-shot rocket launcher. They had the pizza launcher. They had all these guns that were so uniquely overpowered in their crates. But that game was more fun and better equipped than this one, for the sole purpose that it did not incorporate skill-based matchmaking to this degree. And that's all for this video. I just wanted to get that out there. And it's obviously a serious thing if an 8-year veteran of the franchise, I started playing on Black Ops 2. That I know a lot of people probably started on the older games, but I still feel like my opinion should matter on this. I've hit quad feeds in every Black Ops game that I could record on. I've hit quad feeds on Modern Warfare, mostly on shipment, mind you, but I got a quad feed with every gun on that game. I've been going for clips. I don't camp for games. I don't camp for clips or gameplays. I always rush spawns. I always rush. And I don't like the way that kind of player base is being treated lately. With the camping, with the maps, with everything. And the skill-based matchmaking, it just poisons the rushing playstyle. It poisons the fun in this game. And it's going to be the downfall of Call of Duty. Without a doubt, if they don't change it in the next month or two, this game, its sales are going to drop off the face of the earth like nobody's business. The average player is going to be the worst it has been in years. Aside from maybe Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare is terrible. Modern Warfare is terrible for that. They had the worst system in place for that to date, but this game might take the cake for that, because I know that this game has potential. Modern Warfare, with the maps they made, they had no potential to work with. They didn't give themselves a building block. They didn't give themselves anything. Modern Warfare had nothing good about the gameplay itself. So, this game, it just gave me hope for the first week, and then it plummeted. So, that's my skill-based matchmaking rant. That's it for this video. I've already talked for an hour and 3 minutes too long. I could have made this into a minute-long thing. Skill-based matchmaking sucks. Don't buy the battle pass. Stand up against it. That's all I should have said. But I wanted to just go a little bit in depth with it. So, I don't know. Have a good night, guys. Keep it in your mind that the hardcore player base is being poisoned like this, and maybe I'll make another video like this in the future, but for now, that's all. Thanks.